I want to know, how do you assist someone in altering their limiting beliefs and begin awakening? Also, how do you deal with someone who, in my experience, tries to reinforce old limiting beliefs that I used to have, especially when they no longer move me? And I'll give you a specific example with my mother. And this is an old one that I no longer have, but that I'm gay, so that I'm lesser or I'm going to hell. Um, so again, how can I assist another person in awakening and getting over that first hump?
The first line of thinking that one wants to approach regarding the behaviors of others is the understanding that every single thing that one is able to experience in their own play that they have written with the actors that they have chosen is that you are in control of the play itself at all times. And what do I mean? For the purposes of answering this question, if you can change out the actors at any time, then it is within your prerogative to do that. Meaning, as a multidimensional being that has created an unlimited field of potentialities that is probable realities as a result of your existence here in this physical life, understand that the person that you are inquiring about exists already. You have already created that actor, then. The actor that supports the ability for people to have gay experiences, as you call them. That person already exists. The one that is supportive, the one who encourages you to creatively and freely express yourself in this life. She exists. The question then becomes, why are you not experiencing her? And again, we fall back to the understanding then that you are only going to experience the subsets. Let me say it differently. That is not entirely the way you're going to understand it. You are going to experience the subsets of the egoic mind that exists presently in this present moment as the character is developed thus far. Meaning, you can only experience anything or anyone from the reflective, that is the reflection of your inner self. So if you desire to experience a different version then, from a quantum perspective, of another person, then it is your role to alter self. In the alteration of self and self's energies is when you will begin to have a different experience. And again, as before in the other question, what must be true in order for you to be experiencing still a less than desirable behavior from someone that you love? What must be true within you about the subject matter, being gay, and about your opinion of the person who is not supportive of you having an unlimited creative experience in this life? What must be true within you? Let us take one thing, and as we did with the last question, we will create the opposing thoughts and then have you say them so that you can experience the energy of the, let me say, the new energy of a new thought that is cognizing within your mind, body, spirit complex. What must be true about her or her beliefs regarding gay people?
Well, I know that she loves me
Let me
unconditionally.
let me let me let me let me broaden the lens beyond her. What must be true about people that have disparaging opinions about gay people? Not just her. What must be true?
For me to experience and see that.
No. What must you believe in order for you to become aware that there are people in your present reality who disparage gay people? What is it that you believe that you continue to encounter? Not only in her, but in others as well. What is it that you believe that you keep seeing?
That people are unkind and selfish and easily swayed and blinded.
Continue. They're judgmental. They're not nice. They cause pain.
Yeah.
Fair. Now, let us be grateful that you're able to articulate these things, that you're even able to see these things in her and in others. Because if you did not create the ability to see it, you would not have the ability to examine it. If you did not have the ability to examine it, you do not have the ability to alter it. So now you have examined it, you have isolated it, a part of it anyway. So now let us create the opposition. And the opposition is this: everyone in the world supports gay people. Everyone in the world only wants to be kind to gay people. We are going to limit the people to gay people because it is the topic in the moment. You understand? There are broader beliefs, but we're going to isolate the answer to this one specifically to assist you with the formation of an authentically unlimited belief, at least more unlimited than the belief you have just identified. All people on the planet love gay people. They want to support them in whatever way they can. They want to show them that they are not alone and that they are loved. All people in the world support gay people. Every single one, including her. Including her. Now, your mind wants to reject it. We can feel it because there is the construct of religions. There is the construct of those who, in your past experience, are very vocal in expressing their religious beliefs regarding gay people. And so your mind, the egoic mind, wants to say, that's not true. Now, the validity of that, of course, is that it is true in your past where you created that experience so you could see it. However, the choice of whether or not it will continue to be in your awareness is yours in this present moment. Again, who would you be without those former limiting, lack-based beliefs that people are against gay people? Who would you be if you were a gay person who moved around the world that completely supported him? And you don't know the answer to that yet because you haven't experienced it, because you haven't examined the lack-based beliefs that have allowed you to experience something altogether different. But you can be. You can step into the unknown of what it would be like to be a gay person that is fully supported by every human in the world. Again, every human in the world is also connected to all that is, has the source of the most powerful energy resonance in all the known universes resonating through them. They are connected to all that is and you see. And as actors go, people in the religious community specifically, and others who hold themselves to archaic religious tenets, can express something different as new actors in your new play. In your old play, there were actors that supported your sexual orientation, and there were actors that did not. Perfectly acceptable for you to experience both. If you prefer not to experience that anymore, though, you can create a play that is written differently. Of course, it will require different actors. You'll have to rewrite the script. And the actors in the previous play that did not support gay people, of course, their lines are going to all have to be rewritten now, because the script now only provides a play where every human on the planet supports gay people and their right to have their own experience. They are loving, they are kind, they are supportive, they are encouraging. They want to share their abundance with you. And when I say abundance, I do not only mean money. Abundance can come in the form of wisdom, clarity, spiritual abilities. Abundance can come in the form of anything. You can experience this if you desire to rewrite the play, but of course, the choice is yours. If, however, you would like to experiment with the alteration of a new script for your play, we would have to go back to the beginning and, of course, create the opposing belief. Everyone in the world supports gay people. They only want to be kind to them and demonstrate that in every way they can, which, of course, is moving you further along into the trajectory of unity consciousness. The belief that created your experience with your mother is the belief that holds you in separation from self and all that is. The play can only be what you write it to be. It cannot be anything more than that, or less. So if you prefer a world that is supportive of gay people, we will take this one example, then create it with the opposing thought, since it is your play, and since they are the actors that you selected. But understand, you already know then about the creation of potentialities that has already occurred just from you existing, breathing, living, experiencing. There is a version of her, and there are other versions of people in the world that you have observed that have vocalized negative opinions against gay people. And yet, there are fields of potentialities where versions of those very same people exist, and they are staunch supporters of gay people. From a scientific and academic understanding, you accept this. You have not integrated it, though, into your mind, body, spirit complex, which of course holds you in separation, which of course helps you to experience the awareness of what is within you. You already knew the answer to this, but it is helpful sometimes for someone to walk through it with you, and so we shall. Now is the time for you to test the water and replay back to us the opposing belief of what you just said. And then notice, as an observer, as a scientist, feel what is happening in your body when you say it to me. Continue.
The world is loving and supportive.
No, every human on the planet.
Every human on the planet is loving and supportive of every gay person. We are all here enjoying each other in perfect harmony.
Yes, and they only want to support the ability for all people to have their own experience and encourage them. Say it.
They only want to be here to support and encourage.
And to have the experience that they want.
And to have the experience that they want.
That is a very different statement than the one that you made previously. Can you feel it?
Yes. It makes me think of this mantra that I usually say, which I didn't use in this thought, and it's my mantra is there is no assertion. You create your own reality. What must you believe that makes you think this interaction is negative?
Or that the interaction is even real. Go one step further. Push the boundaries of that statement now. What must you believe for you to think that what you're observing is real? When in fact, You already understand scientifically that the field of unlimited potentialities exists, and you are able to experience those as well, because exactly, there is no assertion. Something is only real if you give it that meaning. Her constant and consistent vocalizations about gay people are only in your awareness because what is behind it has been given meaning, you see. In someone else's reality that does not have that belief, they don't experience a world where there is anyone that is against gay people. They just cannot. It is not present in their energy field, you see. But it is present in yours. There is a residual effect that past experiences, which of course are no longer real in your present, they are only real in your present if you give it that meaning. But it is not. You can only experience something as real from your perspective in the 3D physical reality that you believe is real. That is how you are able to change the behavior. It's not really changing the behavior of another, you see. You cannot do that because, again, you are correct. There is no assertion. What you are able to do is move into a different potentiality. What you are able to do from a quantum perspective is you are able then to shift into the probable reality where that version of yourself is experiencing it. You are able to do that very easily, of course. You remember the story of the funeral, where everyone at that funeral was behaving completely different. And even from her perspective, it was very strange to be able to observe that with her physical senses. You can do the same, but it requires an alteration to the energy, which at its root is the belief, the comfortableness, comfort, your ability to be comfortable having a life where every human on the planet is supportive of everyone having different experiences, gay experiences included. Your mind is not able to rationalize based on your past experience how this could be true with traditional religious backgrounds. And yet it is, because you already understand the quantum field. Every potentiality has been created and you can move into it. Every potentiality has been created. So there is an unlimited field of potentialities then that exist where religions do not have negative opinions regarding gay people. Yes, there are, but you have not moved your mind into the possibility of cognizing that, and so you have not experienced it. And yet it is true. The field of potentialities in that arena do exist in that construct. If you give the new belief that meaning, you will begin to experience that in a way that will leave you open-mouthed and agape when you begin to see and become aware of those realities then as were shared with you regarding the funeral. You understand?
Yes.
And so the decision is yours, of course. And if it is a decision that you make that you will not experience that, that is perfectly acceptable as well. But if you desire to alter the behavior of another person, understand the only reason you are even able to perceive it in your awareness, in your reality, is because it is a reflection. It is your play. You chose the actors. You wrote the script. You chose the background. You chose the stage. You chose the location. You chose everything. And it is your right to change it at will at any time. That is mastering the flow of your energy, you see. If you alter the belief, the energy has no choice but to change, which is why I asked you, did you feel the energy move when you said the opposing thought, which the egoic mind wanted to refute, but you do not work for your egoic mind. It works for you. Again, the function of the ego originally was to assist you in this incarnation with showcasing to the world all of your natural abilities fearlessly. So you do not want to decimate the ego. It has a legitimate function, you see. You have to retrain it, which is normal and natural since it was trained into fear-based limiting and false beliefs originally. It can be untrained and still serve its original function with you, you see. You are not enslaved to it. It is a part of you that you are able to alter. And in altering that part of you, you actually alter self. When you alter self, you move more towards oneness, unity, consciousness, which of course the opposing belief supports. It felt good because it's more in alignment with your natural resonance. It more reflects then the energy of your connection to all that is and to every living thing in the universe. That's why it felt better. There was another part of your question?
No, it got answered.
Indeed. Any other thoughts?
I do like the that slight alteration to my mantra. Um, I will be using that.
You
Um,
see, and this is why your question was a very good one, because it actually ties into the last question. If one believes that a credit score is real, if one believes that a number in a bank account is real, then you understand it is also very natural to believe that someone else's behavior is real. Yes?
yes.
Which means then the next level of awakening here in this journey is to question what is real. What is real? To question the essential nature of your reality. Is that real? Can I change it? Of course. What is real? Because someone told you, because there are commercials, there are a litany of commercials, of course, that regurgitate the importance of a good credit score, because there are an enormous amount of marketing and advertising and TV films and movie films that place an importance on cash in the bank. That makes it real. That makes it more powerful than your own ability to evaluate potentialities. Other people's behavior because of the way it makes you feel. That's real. Questioning what is real is what enables you to rapidly begin to shift in a way that you're able to perceive your personal reality that is more in alignment with who you really are. You're actually not even a gay person. It is a label and an experience that you chose to have here. And so it is a part of your identity. But you understand from the other session we had regarding identity, the label itself is limiting. Gay person, straight person, white person, black person, rich person, poor person. All of these words limit drastically the identity of the avatar itself. You are a person who is having many different levels of experiences. Why the label? Why the limit? You see, so questioning what is real, questioning, even when you are having a quiet, peaceful moment, say, observing nature, looking at the trees, the birds, the flowers, water, questioning the nature of your reality is what allows you to experience greater clarity, greater connection with what you call and others call your higher self. For when you question your reality, you invite a space to be created for the truth to enter your awareness. You see, what is real? What you think is real is not real. Credit score is not real. A disease. Now, I am not questioning the validity of these experiences. Understand the difference. I am not saying that because these things aren't truly real in a way that they are immovable and unchangeable, therefore they are not real. I am not minimizing the experiences that people are having. What I am suggesting is to question if it has to remain in their experience. The answer is no. And from that point of view, it's only as real as the meaning you give it. There is a world, and there are unlimited fields of potentialities where the companies that you boycott support gay people. But you have not allowed your mind to move into that field of direction. And so you have not experienced it. Who would you be? What is your world like if every company in the world supported gay people? What more would you be enjoying? So the limiting belief itself creates a limited field of experiences. Because if the entire world supported gay people, then you would not have any restrictions on what you will allow yourself to enjoy or pursue, which means you've just opened yourself into a new potential field of probable realities. And what is that? And you don't know. That's a different identity, you see. But we will begin with this one because of the nature of the question, so that you can utilize it as an experiential platform only to alter the perspective of the belief, to show yourself that you can change it, even when the egoic mind says it's not reasonable because of the current climate of certain religions on the planet. I assure you, the egoic mind is mistaken. They already exist and you know it. So why not experience the others? But ultimately, the choice is yours. Thoughts?
No, I'm very grateful for this interaction. Thank you.